Hi everybody, this is your favorite or soon to be favorite struggling YouTuber. You can call me Matt. It's a Monday, it's the 11th of September. It's actually 9/11. You know the story of 9/11 when the World Trade Centers were bombed by the two planes there, and another plane that fell down, and then another that reached the Pentagon. And you can go and check that story out. Anyways, it was raining over the weekend and a bit this morning. Oh, okay. It was raining a bit this morning. That's why I'm dressed like this. So I decided to wear something. And initially, I thought maybe I miscalculated in the morning when I was going to work. I thought, nah, maybe I was a bit extreme, but it was cold, guys. I felt like I was just wearing the normal jersey. Like it was cold. It's still cold now. It's 4:30. Yes, 4:30. The reason I'm looking at my wristwatch is so that I give you the correct time. Because on the car, I set it to be like 5 minutes ahead, and then on my phone it's 10 minutes ahead. And it's not because I'm always late, but it was just like a small experiment. So the phone started with being 2 minutes ahead, and then over a few months it went to like 5 minutes. Now it's on 10 minutes. So I just want to see like how far it will go, like with the being inaccurate. You understand? But then on the car it's intentional, so that when I'm driving I don't have to look for the phone, especially if I'm not wearing my watch. I'll just look at the time on the screen and be able to tell, okay, now am I still on time or not. But I sometimes forget. Anyway, let me not deviate. The following information may or may not be accurate. Let me give you a disclaimer there. So anyway, don't be scared, man. It's nothing special. A thought just hit me like it usually does. By the way, if you're wondering, I work 9 to 5, but today I'm going home early because you remember I said I did my disc renewal, and it took the whole week. They were still cutting down a tree to make a special paper for me, and they called me today and they're finally coming to deliver. And I had a crazy day. I haven't even eaten, and not that I mind. I love what I do, man. It's I generally don't eat in the afternoon. I wish, like when you're putting in too much work and you wish like you'd get like millions for that. But yeah, I generally don't eat during lunch because I just enjoy what I'm doing. I'm learning and it's fascinating. But then I'm sure if you were to tell me to fast, would fight. But yeah. So I'm rushing to go and get the package, my license disc, and then yeah. So the guys were very friendly, man. They were much friendlier than the other ones who brought me my router, my home Wi-Fi router. Because those ones, we had to fight because of proof of residence. So I tell him, no, my lease agreement is like 17 pages, bro. 17 pages. Do you want that? And then he says, yeah. Okay, sharp. I go down. I bring him the lease agreement, and then he says, no, actually we want the bank statement. You're rubbish. Like, why? We had the full discussion on the phone call. You said you wanted this guy blocked me. He said he wanted a lease agreement as my proof of residence. I bring him that, and now he wants my bank statement. So you see, so it wasn't really a friendly chat or friendly meet up. So it led to him coming back and the following day. Imagine. such rubbish from Rem. But yeah, they were just doing their job. Who am I to speak? But I was inconvenienced. Anyways, so these guys are waiting for me, or they said they're gonna come back at they're gonna come back before 5. So that's why I'm rushing now. I'm even using the M3, and I'll show you that you know, that little thing. I'm on 5. I'm on gear 5 now. The car is climbing. I'm not really applying too much thingy. There's even a car in front of me. There's an X3 in front of me. I'm doing 60 now. This car is a beast, man. No, you see why I love Andy. Now I'm about to stop. I'm gonna stop completely and take off with 5. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go back to her. Yeah, so I was saying, I thought it hit me. I thought it hit me this weekend that South Africa has been inside democracy for 30 years, but it still seems like we haven't figured it out yet. You understand? There are many African countries that reached independence way long before us, you know, and also those that still got independent after us, and some are doing well, some not so well. However, us as South Africans, we still have like too many problems. And basically what happened was, if you didn't know, independence and democracy are 2 different things. So independence has to do with like a nation that is making its own decisions, and then democracy on the other hand, it's basically speaking, it's about shared power. So the general public, us, I'm doing a 9 to 5. We decide to put certain people in power, in position of power, so that these people can do or make decisions on our behalf. You understand? It's about voting. It's about all these other tiny things. So we are putting these people so that they can go and argue. They can go and decide what's best for us. Sometimes they forget that we are the reason why they are there. They go and shout at each other. They go and they give us content, basically. Instead of discussing serious things, they get kicked out of parliamentary chambers. They enjoy that, like that back and forth, It's basically enjoyable. Like, some sleep, they go there. Imagine you go to parliament, you dress nice, you walk the red carpet, and then you go and sleep. It's supposed to be normal. We'll just talk about it for a week. It's gonna be a meme. We laugh, and it's done. But then we actually don't see that this thing is embarrassing, man. And we are basically supposed to rely on these people to keep on making the decisions for us. They forget, these people, that they're there because of us. You understand? They're there for us. They're representing us. They're not representing their aunties or representing themselves. They're even sleeping, for goodness sake. You understand? They're getting kicked out. They're, all sorts of things happen in parliament, and it's no longer respected. No wonder why our government is not being respected enough by its people. You see, our government is not being respected enough by the people of South Africa. So 30 years inside this democracy, still no respect. So basically speaking, before democracy, we had like apartheid, or there was apartheid. Apartheid was very clear. It was like saying, blacks there, whites here. You can't do that, you can't do this. So after 94, some say that democracy was just apartheid rebranded. So now things started being like, oh, you can't do that, but then you can enter there. You can't do that because you are not qualified to do that. Oh, okay, I'm not qualified. Now a black person goes and work hard in order to get qualified. And then when you're about to qualify, they come back and question you. Oh, you managed to qualify. Congratulations. You know you don't have the funds to do that. You understand? You don't have the funds to do what you want to do. If you're not fighting against funds, you're fighting against experience. And basically speaking, black people or non-white people are not given like enough chance. That's what's happening. You're not given enough chance. There's always an obstacle. Oh my word. Obstacle after obstacle. There's traffic, guys. So it's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. You understand? Just because of that. So you see, it's because apartheid was just basically inhumane inequality. That's how I see it. I'm no historian, so I won't even bother butcher it that much. But I'm sure you guys understand me. So it's like that. So on the issue of our government not being respected, let's be honest, guys. There are a lot of things happening in South Africa that we as the people are not putting enough effort or attention into. There's a place called Orania here in South Africa. It's like when we're as far as I hear, it's a white or non-black town in the new South Africa. They have their own currency. They don't regard themselves as South Africans or whatever. I don't know much. And that is the only famous one. Like, you know, even now I'm no like you guys are like, what can you say about Orania? Of course I'm not gonna tell you anything new. But did you know Orania is not the only one? Let me tell you one. Did you know there's a place called Kleinfontein in Gauteng? It's got the vibes of Orania. Basically speaking, they're trying to preserve the culture. You understand? The culture of their predecessors who were oppressors of black people, basically. The fathers of apartheid, Hendrik Verwoerd and the likes and the like. And this is just a town. I understand that, okay, look, we have democracy, people can do as they like, but being racially segregated, or not really segregated, self-segregated. You know, like this is self-segregation, and it's based on the color of your skin. You understand? That's where I'm coming from. This is something that, if you knew about this, well, kudos to you. But I just came across this, and basically speaking, I'm not inciting anything. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm just sharing information that, look, there's a town. It's growing. It started small. The numbers are growing. The size of the land is growing. I wonder where they get the land. It's growing massively. You know, like when you get to hectares, like 100 meter by 100 meter, that's 1 hectare. So just imagine. So, you know, 100 meter, like, yo, look at the text, my dog. So 100 meters is like a soccer field. You know where Kune stands and where the other guy stands, ne? That's 100 meters, and then you make that 4 corner. That's 1 hectare. So if you get to like 800 of those, you know, like that's a big piece of land owned by a segregated group. No, I'm just saying. Like apartheid started, or colonize. English, bite him. Colonialism. You get me, guys? It started with 1 ship. You understand? So my point here is, if based on the history of this country, if you really want to preserve the culture of people who, imagine if now there's a group in Germany, they want to preserve the culture of Hitler, Adolf Hitler. They you know, they still wanna, if you're not from what the Nazis, what the offspring of everyone who was oppressing Jews, everyone who was doing all those nasty things, you can't really get into this town. You need to be associated with all things Nazis. You understand? It's would it be good? But why should Africans be, more especially South Africans, be forced to accept this just because? Isn't it enough that basically the land wasn't taken back? The land wasn't taken back, guys. The land was not, you know, that thing is a scam where a person takes a land and then now when these land reforms and everything else, now they're saying no, we're gonna share the profits. Give up the land. And I understand, like, some may say no, we don't know what to do with it because, you know, like, yeah, we don't know what to do with it, and guys, I understand there's YouTube now. I mean, I don't know how to plant strawberries, but then if you give me the land, I'll learn how to plant strawberries. I'll give myself time. So please, man, like, please, just think about this. This was just yeah, it was just that one moment, and yeah, I wanted to share that. Please let me know what you think. I know, like, today is terrible. I actually recorded this video in the morning but life happened, and then yeah, here I am recording again in the afternoon, and when I'm in a hurry, so my thoughts are all over the place. But anyways, peace, playing knowledge, enjoy.